Imagine right now that the intro is playing. The control room opens up, and this is what you see. How freaking amazing is this? How amazing, how incredible is this? All right. With me, as usual, I actually. All right, I had to leave the room actually. Because with me, as usual, is Rhythmbot. Rhythmbot, how are you doing, man? You got anything you want to say to me? Like, I don't know. Come up with something. Come up with something fast. Something funny. Come up with something really funny. Nothing? You got nothing for that? You're leaving me hanging right now. Um. All right. Yeah. This isn't gonna get. Yeah. This is not going to get us banned. All right. Good enough. Good enough, buddy. You tried. You tried. So I'm gonna turn your your volume down. Uh, oh man, this looks so fresh, and I can change some of these colors too. Very mono, you know, obviously mono color, mono saturation. Let's see what happens if I type into the chat right now. There's no telling what color this will be because I've messed with the colors. Uh, we'll see if Nightbot. Oh, blue. Oh, that looks so good. That looks good. Look how much it messes with. It messes with the icons too. That's great. I don't know if I don't know if I want that, but I do want to welcome Nightbot into the channel. Everybody say hello to Nightbot. Oh, Mr. Nightbot is yellow. Fancy, fancy wrench you got, my friend. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to play around with that some more. Yeah, that's different, man. That's real different. Heck yeah, man. So it's just more of the same. We got oh, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. We just messing around with this feature, getting the imagination going. This is all being done on my backup channel, so I can stream as much as I want, and there's not a whole bunch of people getting triggered and hey, what's going on over there? Let me see what they're talking about. Nope, this is all kind of low priority, not low priority, but uh, yeah, it's not a lot of risk to uploading this video because it's just testing and trial and error, that kind of thing. But I'll tell you, most of it's been without error. I mean, I'm really just banging through developing my own format for an interactive podcast, which is just it's really incredible. I mean, this is like cutting edge stuff. All these programs, I had no idea just how, I guess, how much you can modify it and personalize it. Oh, my mom's home. Just give me 1 second here. Let me see if this actually mutes me. Come see something really cute. You want to see something cute? Yeah. Oh. Probably sit down next to him for a little bit. Brother and sister. Cuddling up. That coat looks. I bet it's
but it's awfully big.
Are you asking me to help you take it off?
Yeah.
Get that first. You hold that or set it aside. It is big. Does it interfere with your feet when you're driving?
No, but when I'm walking, it gets caught under my feet.
Pet that girl. Pet that little girl. Pet that girly cat. Jeanette.
Come over closer, Jeanette.
Hard to get now. Hard to
Yeah.
get, Jeanette.
Playing hard to get. I've just had a really horrible night.
I could kind of tell in your voice.
Yeah.
I was talking and it didn't really even register. This was on that rocking chair, which makes me think that it's clean. But
Yeah, it's clean.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the story behind that. Hi, Oscar. Hi, Jasmine. Yeah, it didn't sound like you really trusted.
No, not after what he did to me tonight. He wanted to go to IHOP to eat. And we got to IHOP and he wanted to change tables. He said the bench was broken. But it was really that he saw a tip on another table.
Yeah.
And so he got there before I got there. I was collecting the placemats and the silverware and stuff. And he pocketed the tip. And we're sitting there, we've ordered and everything, we're waiting for our food, we're having a delightful time. And the manager comes up and starts confronting him with what he's done. She has a surveillance tape that's picked it up. And, you know, everybody in the restaurant is looking at us and listening to her. Luckily, she didn't call the police. Although I think sometimes that's what he needs.
How shitty.
Yeah. She said too, you know, and on Christmas, you're stealing money from this woman's mouth, you know, on Christmas. And he immediately pulled the money out of his pocket and tried to get out of it. And of course she wouldn't let him. She said, you know, you have to leave. I'm surprised she didn't call the police. She was really angry. So then we had no place to go. Everything is closed. I mean, everything. Even Taco Bell and Sonic are closed. So, and he kept saying, well, let's go to Shoney's, let's go to Shoney's. And I said, am I going to trust you in another sit-down restaurant? The most you could hope for would be fast food from the drive-through window. I can't trust you at Shoney's. You've already been banned from a couple of the Shoney's. And so I called Harold, and Harold said, no, if you can pick up something to go, do it, but otherwise make him go back to the apartment and just eat what he's got in the apartment. It was really terrible. I've never been so humiliated in my life, hardly, you know. I mean,
Yeah, you didn't. I mean, you didn't trust anything that he said after that because
no.
I was in your ear and you're saying, you're describing it to me and everything. I was like, I really don't have a transformer in the car, Mom. You know.
Okay.
Because you were fighting, you're spiritually battling Ernest. It's like I wasn't even there.
Jeff.
Jeff, right, Jeff.
Yeah.
Um, God, Lord.
And I kept asking him. He kept saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't know they had surveillance cameras." And I said, "Jeff, that's not the reason why you don't steal. You don't steal because it's not right to steal. How would you feel if somebody took the money that customers give you at McDonald's away from you? You would be really upset. Or if somebody came into your apartment and took all your quarters that you've rolled up to go to the bank, you'd be really upset. It's yours. It's not somebody else's. What were you thinking,
Did he have a response for that?
Just, I'm sorry, I didn't know there were surveillance cameras.
I didn't know I'd get caught.
Exactly. Didn't think at all about that woman having to work long hours on Christmas Eve, and all she gets is tip money, and something like $2 an hour.
Is that what the manager said?
No, that's what I've read.
I don't know. I mean, she might get a base wage. I'm not sure, but that's what pissed me off about working at the coffee shop is that nobody ever thought about that.
Mm.
Nobody ever even asked. They just assumed it was like Starbucks, and I was like, nope, we're not competitive with Starbucks at all. It's just your tips,
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I had there's this whole cultural understanding at work that the other girls could just chat in the back, and I'd have to just do backbreaking work the entire time. If I stopped for 5 seconds, they would notice and I was the scapegoat. it's just it's just ridiculous. This world is ridiculous. But yeah, on Christmas that he did that to you is pretty absurd.
And I said, you pick the one day of the year when there's nowhere else that we can go. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we don't have a choice. Well, we could go to Shoney's. I said, you've been banned from a couple of Shoney's. And I'm not even sure which ones you've been banned from. You know, we were at the one on Chapman Highway, I think.
You really strained your voice tonight.
Yeah, I'm losing my voice. It's not that I've strained it. It's that this cold is
Oh, okay.
going to cause me laryngitis.
I thought maybe you were screaming at him.
No, I